This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Oh, we got a mic on there.
Denver Open Media, a project of the Open Media Foundation.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Welcome to the Denver UK, and we are the only meetup group that meets in a live television broadcast studio. We're unlike any other meetup group because we've got access to this studio right here. It is a community television station that
demonstration
gives
of
you
Wirecast.
access to all of these multimedia devices, and it allows us to set up live streams. Currently, we're live streaming to YouTube, and you type in Gaining Social Proof through Street Interviews. You'll find our live is the show for Gaining Social Proof through Street Interviews. We're going to show you some equipment that you can use to gather your own street interviews and how to collect some street interviews yourself. So, first, proof. And how do we evidence that you can actually do it online? This is not easy to most of the time when you're servicing your customers, it's just not a priority to have to do that, to set it up in the right way, is to take the camera and the microphone out in that they have to answer on the spot.
This is a demonstration
now,
of
this
Wirecast.
is unscripted content, and know what's coming up next, and that keeps them drawn to the content. And so what we'll do is I'll just bring up some of the equipment that us to a Denver Open Media and equipment that you have access to through your smartphone.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Create that now. This is a tripod and a camera that you can rent. The annual membership here is only $500, which is less than $50 a month. You get access to teach you how to use this equipment, and you get access to studio space like this one. Z1 camera, and
this is a demonstration
this is
of
the
Wirecast.
microphone, and we've got a light if you need it, if you're at night, and it's pretty self-known. And what I've done is created this similar situation. My Denver Open Media. I went down to the Guitar Center and I found this microphone stand for
of Wirecast.
eBay for $7. Now it's got a universal clamp in it, and as you know, when you're collecting video, you need two things. You need good lighting, and you need the microphone that's in the handheld receiver in your smartphone. So you can buy this $30, I think.
This is a
The trick is that it has to have these 4 rings on the 1/8 inch to the 1/8 inch receiver on your smartphone, and then you just use it in selfie to ask people questions. Now I got a few examples of these that we can show you, and that I got from
this is a demonstration
of
Wirecast.
Give me a second here. And here it is. I don't know if you've got the audio coming in through my...
This is a
We're not hearing it in
demonstration
the
of
studio.
Wirecast.
Did you check the thing?
Yeah, that's on. Should I start that over in there?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Okay, so they're asking people random questions, and the next, well, you know what, why don't we just start to bring in the panelists, and welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming down here to the studios.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Rick and I actually went out to collect some street interviews ourselves. We got some really good footage for him and his business, and here's some raw footage of thank you for coming down here to the AWS receiver on your smartphone, and then I actually
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
now I got a few examples we got some really good, and here's some raw footage. The beauty is that we're here, Denver Open Media. This is all the time, and it's great because it's a blank and get a little messy, and it's
This
okay.
is a demonstration of
Right?
Wirecast.
This is community. 4 or 5 people
Billion.
that are being highly experimenting.
Try again.
And so let's try again. And so that's fine. It's okay.
Demonstration of This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I was just talking about. Troubleshooting the situation as we speak. Let's connect downtown Denver to the Highlands.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Great. Your experience from that we had out on the street, what was that like?
It was, I'm perfectly fine. What's interesting, I
This
do a
is
lot
a
of public
demonstration of
speaking, and I'm
Wirecast.
like opening, it's like public Q&A. And so I had going to get. And I didn't know if people were going to start cussing me, and really happy with the way it turned out.
Right, you didn't always get someone to agree.
Here's what's interesting.
This is a demonstration
People
of
would walk
Wirecast.
by, and I'd go up to them and say, "Hi, I'm Rick. Tell the guys out there what they can do to improve their life." And that little hook right there sometimes, and that's okay. That's just how it was. And
It's kind of like the rule of numbers.
Yep.
The more
Right.
people you ask, the more
This is a
1 out
demonstration of
of 2,
Wirecast.
or 1 out of 3.
felt like 1 out of 4.
That would even like tell you to go kiss off, you know. They didn't really.
Right. It turned out women were more likely to answer the questions than guys. And what was really interesting is the questions I asked.
This is a
So,
demonstration of Wirecast.
your name, ask them their name, and then use their name in the question. Like Denise. Oh, Denise, tell us more. Tell us why. Tell us women. And I could, looking back at the footage, I could see them leaning in questions. They would start thinking about.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Yeah, which brings up a good question, because on the meetup group, somebody on our YouTube channels without a signed release waiver. Public place, you don't need a signed release waiver because there is
This
true
is a demonstration of
well
Wirecast.
reasonable people is that they're in a public space that is open to the public.
Right.
So, my computer is just plugged into this cord right here. I don't know.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
As you already know, we're having some technical Prichard's laptop, so like to know which
So while we're also doing a live show, we're also recording our website. And the Denver Open Media website is great because it's got
This
tons
is a
of
demonstration of Wirecast.
re-aired based on the popularity level. Right. This one's going to shoot through the roof. So while we're to the panel, Neal, would you mind coming up? Mike, how would you like
This
us
is
to
a demonstration
restart?
of Wirecast.
Technically on a break, but at the same time.
Neal,
break music. Got a signal here.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Play. You don't need
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
open to the public. My computer is just, I don't know.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast. This
So
is a
while we're
demonstration.
to learn how to collect more social proof by experienced 9 News telecaster Neal Browne, and
This is
on
a
how to
demonstration
do
of
this.
Wirecast.
We've been talking about a waiver or a release form, and what other rules that started with telephone recording or audio recording. One of the two people had to know that the recording was happening in a
This is a demonstration
needed
of
to know
Wirecast.
or be informed that this recording was happening. In a private setting where you may have lured someone into a secret room, that would be illegal. But if you would have, then they can use that footage.
This is a demonstration of
So it's
Wirecast.
the same. It is nice to tell people what you're doing, and you know they were fine with it. So, Rick, do you want to continue on?
I asked the same question of you, and you said, I distinctly remember you said, wow, there really is. And there's one
This
over
is a
there.
demonstration
And
of
this
Wirecast.
was at Larimer Square here in Denver. Because of that, I guess that's why that law is
Your experience, Neal?
I think somebody said that everybody who's per day on the average, you just never know that that's what you're getting.
This is a
Every
demonstration
street
of Wirecast.
corner, or at least some of these public places now, shopping areas and places where people congregate. Yeah, cameras everywhere. You
Experience with somebody who didn't want to be recorded?
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought 1 out of
That's because I look so good.
that's it.
And the smell,
This is a
Examples
demonstration of
people who
Wirecast.
just wanted to know what you were going to do with it.
video to tell people how they can have a better life. And I did that on purpose so that they felt like they were contributing to something that would make people's lives better.
Mhm.
And we moved on.
And then sometimes right after that, they'll say, "Where can I
This is a
see
demonstration
me?"
of
They
Wirecast.
did. Right. Yeah.
Great. Well, I felt like this was, or just let the panelists elaborate on what you thought was the most interesting.
Right. Everyone that I interviewed did great. Got somebody, running
This is
through
a demonstration
the
of
shot
Wirecast.
and yelling it. So I blew it off. But the people I were interviewing, they
That's an interesting piece to talk about. And
Happening more in our culture now than it used to happen. People were more polite.
This
I
is a
remember
demonstration
doing
of Wirecast.
number of live shots in different places, and you've had a live shot one time at the Denver Rescue Mission, and we had somebody wander in, getting into a fight, and I thought that they were going to fall right into the frame, but than you think it ought to.
Right.
But it
Yeah.
does.
I think these
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
report or get famous through their is the only thing you can do. Be prepared for the worst. Be ready to reset your that it could happen, and
Yeah, and sometimes it's negotiation. I would guess that coming from and maybe give them some of what
This
they
is a
want.
demonstration of Wirecast.
Felt like they've gotten at least recognized one way or
Right.
another, but you haven't let them.
We were on the 16th Street Mall bus and asking some questions just with one person. And by the end of the shot, we had the whole bus listening in and wanting to engage. As they kept getting closer and closer,
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
geez, but it worked out.
And I'm not sure that people are as spooked by all of that. But something that they're using all the time, and with the selfies and with all of the, it's just, a normal part of things. And I think if you go in certain cities and people have been around.
This
Right.
is a demonstration
Right.
of
video is
Wirecast.
certainly more and more proliferating our lives. Is the best content that you can publish on the internet. It's certainly more dynamic than even podcasts or kinds of media, and that's why they call it multimedia. And if a picture says 1,000 words,
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Right.
and so I think we're just can expect to see more and more amateurs to go out and do it ourselves, and that's really what we're here to talk to. Content that you created, can you talk about that?
Yeah, and all the feedback's been really good.
Great.
This is a
So
demonstration
I
of
took the
Wirecast.
footage and I wanted to establish what's the problem we're trying to solve. And this is kind of put the problem on fire. What would it be like? So for me, this is what I was trying, and to put that on fire would be what happens when they established
This is
a
a
problem,
demonstration of
and then the
Wirecast.
footage from the street is what put it on fire. It's comfortable, but then I started asking questions like, well, how can guys do it better? And I left roll their eyes to the top like they were really, like there was something up there to think about. Well, and I'm going, and you know they're thinking about it, and then they would come out with their answer.
This is a demonstration of
Respond, and then
Wirecast.
they would both come in, and it just took off. I didn't have
A valid concept. Many times you can turn the question on its head.
yeah,
Do the would have happened,
right.
and therefore they're thinking at it from a different perspective, but it dislodges.
So for the most part, what I was doing was asking for advice.
This is a
How can
demonstration of
guys
Wirecast.
love to give advice? And here's this guy, this bald, crazy, kept rolling right on down the hill.
Yeah.
So,
Let's cut to the edit. Reveal it here.
hope it works.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Right. Of the problem. A little taste of the solution, and then we went into the street shot. Yeah. So I knew what the answers were going to be.
What do guys need to do
Yeah.
to have a better?
This is a demonstration
And,
of Wirecast.
More and the everybody, you know.
Literally dealt with that. In this particular case, it was how can fathers was, look, if you want a one-liner or something
This is a
that helps
demonstration
you
of
remember,
Wirecast.
guys, it said, guys say things on the line, women read between. Okay, now I'm getting it better.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to remember in a very short.
Found that there was a lot of other questions we could have asked. And I'm thinking, ultimately, what we're
This is
trying
a
to do here
demonstration
is
of
use this
Wirecast.
footage to sell business.
Right.
To their head is in business because they resolve people's pain. They simple. If you know your business, you know what their pain is, hopefully, and you just set up the question. A little humor goes a long way. It made it easy to draw
This
about
is a
three
demonstration of
cuts,
Wirecast.
3 clips. I tried to insert some humor at about every. You want the listener to go, okay, I think I want to keep. Oh, that's funny. Let's keep humor.
Yeah.
And people are funny. That's what I loved about it.
Yeah.
I got some, especially around this topic. Any topic that's common to all of us.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
We don't want to address our own pain, but if we're giving advice, it's about someone.
What made it look easy? I mean, almost too easy. And maybe people think maybe that's because of your topic. It was easy that they think would be difficult to interview. Was your challenge.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I do lead generation for businesses, and I'm really looking for interviews compelling enough for people to want to watch and keep watching.
Well, just tell them to pipe it down. There we are. Okay. First
This is
plumbing
a demonstration of
nightmare
Wirecast.
that you've ever had. And a lot of times that'll open it up one at one time or another, I think.
Yeah. Not just with their plumbing, but
No, we don't want to see that. No, thank you. No.
Then how do you
right.
So you're saying, how would you use the content?
how would you
This is a demonstration of
or
Wirecast.
the sink's backed up and they've had to call a plumber and they had maybe a good experience? You should call Acme Plumbing Service.
Exactly, because they pointed out, done the pain, they say, you want to have a different kind of experience, try it.
Because you've just created a common ground
This is
or
a demonstration of
similarity
Wirecast.
about their big problem. And anybody watching that content, and then you see the plumber in maybe his plumber coveralls with the voice, call me and I'm 24-hour service guy and I'll be there in the middle of the night. Good question.
This is a
Anybody else
demonstration of
think they've got a
Wirecast.
business that would be difficult to us? No? Anyone? Okay. Name and your
My name's Nick Olivas,
business.
and the whole gluten thing. In my place of business,
This is a demonstration of
Technology.
Wirecast.
we also use chiropractic care, and just people a lot of traditional route of medicine and stuff, and they come to our center and they feel much better. So how address that? It's not like relationships or plumbing where we all have that.
Not everybody has had it addressed by a
This is a
traditional
demonstration of Wirecast.
expensive or it wasn't convenient. I can start listing the problems I'm just thinking off the top are that they're experiencing. And if they're experiencing it, there's 1,000 other people, right?
Yeah, I think it's called alternative medicine for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Is if you've been down approach this, what
This
if
is
you
a demonstration
could get
of
to the point
Wirecast.
where your body could heal itself? I know some seniors, at least that I'm acquainted with, meals a day. And that kind of thing builds up because you take it to counteract the side effect, but it causes this, so you have to take this, and it's a chain reaction.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Maybe that approach might help.
That's great.
But problem.
Right.
So where do you find people with gluten problems? Well, in areas for certain reasons, and I know there's got to be a convention somewhere. So I would research where these people
This is a
collect. flag
is a demonstration
to
of Wirecast.
scene.
Mhm.
Or gluten-free restaurants. So
Definitely sections.
it's flag to record video inside the grocery store because I've tried that before. That you're looking for, and maybe introduce the idea to them and see if they're open to it.
I think that we need
This
to get
is a demonstration
everybody.
of Wirecast.
Right.
We don't. We only need to get our target audience. Say and interested.
The tighter the niche, the more loyal they're going to be when you're speaking to them, and they'll love you for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Denver YouTube professionals, we come together, we share good information like this.
This is a
I
demonstration
just
of
want
Wirecast.
to introduce you guys again to this equipment. I encourage you to participate here and practice with your phones, with the people in right now. There's no reason to wait. Unless you have any more questions of the show, of the meetup group.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Question?
My name is Rosie,
Hi, Rosie.
and I've never been here before, so I was interested now that what they want to promote or discuss. Where will they put this?
Right onto your own YouTube channel.
So
Correct.
they will do their own editing and their own.
This is a
get it.
demonstration of
And then
Wirecast.
and they narrate it. Just how it goes on to YouTube.
Actually, good segue on the first page of Google in 30 minutes or less with a YouTube video. That was really that so many people could use this information in such a good
This
way.
is a demonstration
know,
of Wirecast.
Close to us. It's just more convenient for both parties. And that you upload, you can get found by people in your neighborhood who are looking for or chiropractic treatments. Of course, somebody through traffic.
This
And
is a demonstration of
that's
Wirecast.
what this show or this YouTube and index them in a way where people can find them. I posted that says 89% of all people today use the Google search. We've got recipes that we want to cook for dinner. We've got stains in the carpet.
This is a
Even our
demonstration of
baby has a health
Wirecast.
problem. We want that information now. And so we go to the internet and the most relevant result. And by properly doing this to your YouTube for you right now, just by pulling up Google and sleep in Boulder. So if your problem
This is
was
a
that you wanted
demonstration
better
of
sleep and you
Wirecast.
lived in Boulder, this would be the result that would come up on Google. And you can see because I've properly indexed the very top of the first page. And you can see how it compares to the other results. I mean, it has this picture. So of course, you'd want to click on that and
This is a
and
demonstration
see
of
what
Wirecast.
it is.
Are you asking, so once we have footage from doing these interviews, maybe part of your question is, well, okay, I got the footage, now what do I do?
They would do their own editing. I guess I'm thinking from a technical, and you would show them how to up. I was talking about a form of advertising. Their
This is a
form
demonstration
of
of Wirecast.
advertising. If they put it on YouTube, it's a form of a method of advertising.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to release it later, maybe this weekend. So I'm going to put it on Facebook. I got a bunch of, and Anthony's going to show me how to index it so it gets to the top. And then all my friends on Facebook are going to roll. But
This
that's
is a
it. That's all
demonstration
my,
of Wirecast.
right now, that's my plan for the site. And so I'm building a page right now for specifically those people. So it's a page that it's specifically, because they got it in their mind, oh, how can I have a better relationship? They get to the page, and then it leads them from that page right into.
This is a
Or
demonstration
whatever
of
it is.
Wirecast.
So it doesn't have to be necessarily an advertisement of funny information.
Absolutely.
No, just, communication.
Use the footage to build credibility, and what I'm going to do with it is a little mini campaign to sell a service. And
This
so
is a demonstration
it's
of
combining
Wirecast.
verbally, getting them, funneling them into clicking on buy now.
That you gave these gentlemen. I mean,
Yeah,
like a hook or something.
right.
Well, in a humorous manner.
Uh-huh.
I like interesting
This is a
comments
demonstration of
about
Wirecast.
why,
As
but in a
actors,
humorous manner.
oh,
As a nurse, I know that's not true.
right.
I mean, I know we live longer. The men on the camera.
It's a double standard.
Yes,
This is a
I
demonstration of
haven't. It's
Wirecast.
just always been something that I've been
So the answers you're going to get,
in
yeah,
because it's something, and if you use the word promote, yes, I would like to promote or an equal amount of women
right.
on, what you see a lot younger,
Yeah,
but that's
This
not
is a demonstration
real
of
life,
Wirecast.
right.
But isn't this a form of reality that you're going through YouTube?
Yeah. To being reality. But it is edited.
But it is edited.
It's something that I've been studying for the last 10 years, and it's the automated online video, which
This is a demonstration
it's
of Wirecast.
come to have a title or known in the well before, and this is how I grew up, was in traditional sales. Money and increase your internet speed. That was traditional sales, right? Or your lawn care, or your cleaning
This is is a
service.
demonstration of
Now,
Wirecast.
they've already got access to all the information that they need. In fact, I've heard that the all information
Oh.
instantly. And by getting found, people can find it. If they connect with Rick in some way because of his personality, and he's really only going to connect with, if he's lucky, that's 1 out of 4, which is the 4 main personality types. And which I see what you're saying now.
Yeah.
And more of what he's got to say.
Oh.
So maybe they go to his landing page as he was describing to them.
This is a demonstration
on
of
their level.
Wirecast.
And even then, he's got a 1 in 4 session.
Right.
So we've taken this traditional form of selling by the number, by as many people as possible. So as he watched the view counts climb up, and he'll say, "Oh, how many views did I get? Oh, 100. So that
This
means I
is a
get to get
demonstration
50
of
views."
Wirecast.
And out of all the person that sit down with me, I end up,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, because I wanted to tie my subject into people. That about the aging process from a because we're all
This
going
is a
to
demonstration of Wirecast.
Right.
and that's what I was thinking.
Maybe other people who are not quite ready for that. That's too fast a dating process before they get there. And there are people like Ryan Dice and some others who have turned home. So, okay, I don't want an appointment now, but I will take this little
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
getting to where it needs to be. And then they'll take that into a different funnel. So, yeah, it can be a multi-funneled type of offer turned into a customer.
I see, but that's what these gentlemen are trying to do. Sense. Thank you. That's
yeah,
all.
you're welcome. Thanks for the
Thanks,
question, Rosie. So
This is
now
a demonstration of
we've got any
Wirecast.
ideas to interview anybody on the panel. I'm sure they'd make themselves available to you. The recording equipment here, if you'd like to experiment with that. Month, the next show is going to be it's going to be on
This is a demonstration
January
of
27th.
Wirecast.
And hopefully by then we've worked out some of the wrinkles in the production of this. There is about, there's like 5 or 6 cameras. There's a live stream going on between the cameras and a live stream moderator who's
Real quick.
yeah,
This is
sure.
a demonstration of
The-
Wirecast.
The technology has allowed us to take a smartphone, wireless mic, like a lapel mic like this, and it, for, I don't know, quality of video that comes off a smartphone nowadays is it's high def and really good audio. And editing
This is a demonstration of
$100
Wirecast.
program. So it's not inexpensive to get started in this. Is not
That microphone or of the.
Yeah, if you're talking about wireless, they have price range before you jump in, and it's an AT Audio Technicalist, and they also have an adapter that will go under your
This
phone.
is a demonstration
so that
of
you can
Wirecast.
plug it in and plug it into the.
So if you have an office or you have a place where you're doing business and you've got this folks who are in business and they are broadcasting on YouTube and Periscope and you can see it in their background, or they're talking to a client, and it's over and over again, and
This
they
is a
build an
demonstration of
audience
Wirecast.
that gets on their website.
They know their pain points to their audience, and they speak about how to resolve that pain online. So we encourage you to do that some more, and come back, invite some people to share some with us, and we'll break into the practice session now. If we
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
the demonstration for the rest of the audience.
Right.
Great. I'll use the list. So stand up for me if you would.
All right.
Okay. There we go. How's that look?
I'll go away.
No, you could
This
stay
is a
there.
demonstration of Wirecast.
Take a step closer, Rick. Okay. Hi, I'm Anthony Prichard, and I'm on the stage in Colorado that meets at a live television studio like this one today. And so I wanted to ask them, what did they think of the show? And
I'm
This
going to
is
go
a
home and take
demonstration
my
of
video
Wirecast.
footage and put it on YouTube.
great.
And
Hit the thumb button, and oh, you probably didn't know this, but if you book, all about engagement. The more engagement, the more relevant they know.
Dramatic
This is a demonstration of
things
Wirecast.
that you have taught probably in other sessions as well is the ability to script for them to call, do whatever you want them to do, shown there. But also having this little call to action that pops up that they.
Yes, I don't know if a lot of people knew that, but you can
This is a
actually make
demonstration of Wirecast.
people directly to your website so they don't have to type it in. They just one click. We'll see you next month, January 27th at 4 o'clock p.m. Great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming on the show. Who else wants to do an interview here?
Appreciate it.
Steve, I know you're out there.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Maybe just on the floor. Okay, who wants to be the camera operator? That's the less position you're in.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Interviewer, you can interview someone. You want to? Okay. You gotta get